In the last video I talked about the changes to base weapons themselves, and now I'm going to be talking about the exotic changes that they're going to be having, and there are several of them. Now as I'm going through these, you guys need to keep in mind the changes to the base weapons types themselves. So it's not just these changes that are going to be affecting the weapons, it's going to be the changes to the base weapons as well. So keep that in mind. Let's begin with Hardlight, aka the new Dark Lord of Crucible. They've increased its stability from 65 to 80, which is really cool. They're increasing the number of times the rounds will bounce off surfaces, which is really cool. Hardlight's projectiles will not be affected by damage drop-off. What? Okay, so Hardlight is now officially a laser pointer, by all definition. It's gonna be ridiculous in Crucible. Necro Chasm is also getting a stability buff from 40 to 60. It's going to get a magazine increase, and the Cursebringer perk will now proc every time you get a precision kill. The explosive radius and damage from Cursebringer will also be increased. The Last Word is getting a few changes. They're reducing its base range by half, from 20 to 10. They're reducing its stability from 30 to 20. And they are increasing its accuracy and precision damage aim assist scale while firing from the hip. I don't know what all of those words in combination mean, but it sounds like it's going to be more viable to use whilst firing from the hip than it will be from aiming down sight. And they've also fixed that bug that allows you to kill targets in less time than it takes your brain to figure out that you're being shot at. Thorn, the first and former Dark Lord of Crucible, is getting fewer changes than I would have liked to have seen have. They are reducing the dot damage by a third of what it used to be, or about a third of what it used to be. But the dot damage can be stacked up to 5 times. I'm assuming this means the damage can be stacked 5 times, not the duration. Now, in combination with the changes already being made to hand cannons, this might make it not horribly terrible to deal with in PvP. But I'm still worried that it fires too fast, too accurately, at too far a range. There was no range nerf, there was no stability nerf, they didn't remove the Send It perk, which increases accuracy and range. I'm still worried. I want to see how it plays out, but they better not have fucked it up. If Crucible's still fucked up because of Thorn, I'm not going to be playing it. Hawkmoon is getting a couple changes, which I was really unaware of. Apparently, the Luck in the Chamber and Holding Aces perks, all three of those could stack into one shot, which could OHKO people in the Crucible, which I didn't know. I knew it could stack 2 times, which is what it's been reduced to, so you can't stack it all 3 times anymore. You can't fire all 3 of your crit shots at once. You can only fire 2 at once at any one time. Holding Aces now increases the magazine size to 2 upon getting the perk, so it counters the reduction in magazine size that all hand cannons are facing right now. Luck in the Chamber damage has also been reduced by 3%, which just doesn't seem like it needs to be there. I don't know why they did that. Again, Hawkmoon is still known as Hawk all the way to the moon because of its ridiculous range and ability to be a fucking sniper. I don't know if the damage falloff is going to affect it all that much because it has ridiculous range. It's still in the same boat as Thorn, so we'll see. So Icebreaker used to be able to regenerate ammo at 1 round per second. With the patch, it's only going to be able to regenerate 1 every 8 seconds. I'm guessing this is in response to people using it in PvP to try to avoid getting ammo boxes, as well as it being used in the Vault of Glass against the oracles up on that ledge, because that's my favorite method of doing that. No Land Beyond is finally getting changes, but none of them really help it be a powerhouse in PvP ever. They've increased the handling, so the readying, aiming down, and reload speeds of the weapon, which is cool. They've adjusted the sights to fix overlap parallax issues. So this means that you can aim at targets easier. It's not going to obstruct your vision as much. The Master buff decay will be increased to 8 seconds. I think it used to decay after 5. And the Master precision damage bonus will be increased by 20%. This makes it more viable in PvE, but still doesn't make it any useful in PvP. Black Hammer's facing a nerf and it makes me sad. They're increasing its reserve ammo to 18 rounds, but the White Nail perk will now pull ammo from the reserves, so you can no longer have infinite shots at Devil Walkers, which makes me sad. But it was a bit overpowered, so I can see why they're nerfing it. Lord of Wolves is getting a buff because it wasn't already ridiculous. I mean, it's pretty balanced in PvP. I wouldn't say it's overpowered at all. But the Lord of Wolves perk recovery bonus will be tripled by 3. It'll be tripled. That's 3 times the recovery you were getting before. You're never going to die ever. And finally, the change that will probably piss off the most number of people ever recorded in the history of all of time, a nerf to Gala Horn. They're going to be reducing the damage Wolfpack rounds do. This is not the change I would have preferred for Gala Horn. Gala Horn is defined as a boss killer, so it should be able to kill a single target, like kill it dead. So why not reduce the blast radius and keep that damage? I don't mind 2 rockets being fired effectively at a single target like a boss, because that's what it's useful for. What I don't like right now is that it has this enormous blast radius, and then those rockets, if you manage to even dodge it, will kill you. No. So that's it for the exotic changes. I would like Bungie to start addressing exotic armor, because some exotic pieces of armor, like I've said before, are just not utilized ever in any aspect of the game, because they're just not as good as other pieces. But I am satisfied with most of the changes here. There are some that I still have irks about, and I'm still worried about Thorn. But please leave your comments down below about what you guys think. Go watch my other video that I did on the base weapons themselves if you haven't already, because it's really useful and all the changes there are really good. I've been Epsy, and I will see you next time.